Hello guys, this is Maza thejrocker. Excuse the way my room looks and everything, but I just came home basically from an in-store event, and excuse the way I look also because I'm very tired. So I came home from an in-store event and I thought I would make this in-store event experience video today, and I will upload it tomorrow because I have school tomorrow. My spring break is the final day today, so this was a perfect way to end this spring break with a jerk band. So what jerk band did I went to see? First of all, I went to like an Edison in Namba, Osaka, and today it is Thursday, April 6, 2017. I went to see and meet the visual kei band called the Black Swan, and this band is one of my favorites and I've been looking forward to meet them. It was my first time ever meeting these guys and I was super happy. I can't believe it, I'm so shocked. I mean really, I'm gonna explain to you why later. Because I've been following the vocalist Jin since 2008 when everything started for me with the jerk and everything, so it was a huge honor to meet him, you know, in real life, and as well as his fellow band members, guitarists Itsuki and Makoto, and bassist Rena, and drummer Len, and vocalist, you know, of course, as I already said. So I came there like 1 hour before everything started because I had some business to take care of in Shinsaibashi before that, and at like an Edison as well. Yeah, so I had number 10 for the talk show, but I ended up being at number 4 because the people before me kind of didn't show up, so I ended up being on number 4, you know, the seat number 4. So I came in the front row, which I wouldn't been able to get if the people who came, who was supposed to come, you know, if they came, I wouldn't be able to sit on this place, this spot or whatever. You understand what I'm talking about. And the piercing guy, I'm calling him the piercing guy because I doesn't know his name. It was the guy who told me that it was cool that I was left-handed before, so he works at like an Edison, by the way. He came in and explained the rules a little bit. It was not hard rules, you know, the basic rules for an in-store event, nothing more to it. And he was like, give them a big applause because it was not many fans. I felt very sorry for them. I don't understand. I thought the Black Swan was bigger in Osaka than they actually were, or I'm not sure why, or maybe people were busy today, or I don't know the reason. It was a little bit sad. And then we made like a big applause and they came out, and as I expected, because I've seen previous photos from their previous in-store events, that they didn't have any makeup on and they would probably have hats and glasses on, which I was pretty much right about. So they came in and they were sitting, if I'm gonna explain to you how they were sitting, because this is gonna get a little bit backwards. If we do like this, we pretend that my phone is the guys and I was sitting here, like maybe in the middle. Where did that animal come from? Jin were sitting here, like, and then we have Itsuki, Makoto was sitting in the middle, followed by Rena and Len. This is from left to right in this position if I'm sitting like this, and the stage is here and they are here. Hope you understand what I'm talking about. And then the piercing guy wanted the guy to do a yuko shokai, which means presentation in Japanese. I hope you can see me, this lighting a little bit bad, sorry about that. And Len said, drummer Len des, bassist Rena des, guitarist Makoto des, guitarist Itsuki des, and Jin was only Jin des. And I was like, oh come on. So Len was the one who was talking the most, and Jin was the one who was talking the least. But it was cool. I mean, all jerkers are different, and it's fun to see how they really are, because every jerk band basically have one silent jerker who is silent but still speaks, but doesn't speak as much as the other members do during an in-store event. So it's pretty much fun to see how they really are, you know, in that way. So Len had a hat, you know, not a hat like this, not a cap. I don't mean like a cap, or I don't mean like a hat either, you know. I mean more like a winter hat, you know, you have when it's winter, with a little ball on top here, ball, what's that kind of word? You know, you understand what I'm talking about. As well as Itsuki also had a little, you know, the same as Len, and the other three, Jin, Makoto and Rena had hats, you know, really hats. I mean hats, because, yeah. And also Makoto and Itsuki had glasses, and I was like, whoa. So in the photo, when I'm gonna take the photo later on, all of us will have glasses. I mean, 3 of us will have glasses and 3 will not have, and I was like, whoa, that's pretty nice. And Then they had like questions and everything, and today was Jean's birthday, which I actually knew, but he was like shocked that no one actually said happy birthday to him, so I felt sorry. I was like, I'm gonna tell you later, I promise. And everyone was laughing, and the piercing guy was also laughing, and he was taking up some questions here, and I'm not gonna take them in specific order because I probably forgot some and I won't remember all of them, so I take those that I actually remember. It was like they were talking about a cake, you know, if they're gonna buy a cake for Jean's birthday, and they were talking about a lot of things, how they buy a cake and everything, and everyone was laughing. They were talking about their favorite place, where their favorite place at, and I had a little bit problem to actually understand that. Those answers that they gave, all of them basically gave answers, but I tried to remember, but I don't remember, I'm sorry guys. And they were talking about USJ, and USJ is a short version for Universal Studios of Japan, of course. I'm gonna go there with my sister later on in May. Universal Studios of Japan, of course. It's like, you know, it's what it is. And what was it? It was Rena and Makoto who said that they love the Harry Potter place there. And me and my sister are also gonna go there later on. Yeah, a little bit. Sorry. And the other members, I don't really remember the answers. They were like talking about if they went there as when they were a kid or child, or if they've been there with their smaller siblings or something, younger siblings. I had a little bit problem to actually connect these sentences with each other, but I did my best. So that's basically all the questions that I remember, and the answers were pretty much harder than the questions because every member basically gave their answers and it was hard to remember. But I did my best, guys. I did my best. And they were laughing, and everyone was laughing from time to time. And as I said here, I'm gonna describe the members. Jean was very quiet but cool. Very cool. I mean, very cool under that hat. Itsuki was very sexy and very pretty. Yeah, I know he was very pretty with all of his piercings and everything. Makoto, he was cool and very nice, you know. And Rena was cool with all of his tattoos, you know, full on his entire arms. And he had a very cute voice when he was speaking. And Len, since Len is my favorite, of course, everything was nice with him, you know, he was so beautiful, he had a pretty smile, and I was about to die. And at the end, the piercing guy told Jean that he had to sing happy birthday to himself, and everyone was like going like this. So he was like, with English, of course, not Japanese, English, he was like, happy birthday to me, you know. And everyone was like going, happy birthday to me, and everyone was laughing so hard, and I couldn't keep it, you know. I lost everything there. Happy birthday to me, happy birthday to me, kind of like that. It was so fun to hear me sing in English. I had the best moment there, I'm just gonna tell you. And then they thanked us so much for coming, and they went backstage, and we were doing the applaud and everything, and that's where this talk show part ends. And I'm gonna get back to you to the real moment when I met them and when I actually got a blackout. It's pretty much first time that happens, so I'm gonna get back to you guys. I feel like the lighting is pretty bad in this room. I can't really do anything about it. I tried to change the camera. Alright, back to the instore event with Black Swan. Now I come to the photo shoot moment. And I was number 4 again, because since it was the same order as during the talk show, and I was super nervous, and I was going to tell them that my sister wanted to say hello to them, you know what I was gonna say. She greets you from Sweden, she likes you, Jin. That was what, oh my god, do you hear my English right now? It's getting messed up. Oh! And I tried to say that to them, and I was also going to say happy birthday to Jean, and I was going to say something from myself as well, that I was very happy for coming here. And I'll get back to you. So I handed over my ticket and my camera to the piercing guy, dude. And I came in, and I was like, I was gonna sit in between 2 members, and the other 3 were standing in the back. So I went up on that stage, the normal stage, and the piercing dude guy was standing on a chair, and with this camera that I'm working with. And I didn't say much, and the members didn't say much either, and I had my gifts in one hand, and I put them like this in between my legs. Didn't look so nice on the photo, but it's not the first time that I do that. I'm just gonna tell you, not the first time. So I was sitting in the middle, and if we're gonna do like this again, this is me. We promise that this is, we pretend that this is me. And on this side, from this side, if you look at this side, not this side, this way, I had Len on this side and Ren on this side. And then let's see who did we have behind Renna. Here we had Itsuki. Behind me was Jin, and behind Len was Makoto. Like that. So I was like, yeah, I'm gonna sit next to my favorite and Renna, of course. And I did my best because I tried to land a little bit over to Len's side because he's so pretty. I didn't hold him or anything, I just made up my piece, you know, this piece, and I had my other hand was pretty much, you know, oof, I'm drinking Coca-Cola, sorry. And my other hand was filled with my gear, so not much to do about that. But I did my best, and the piercing dude guy, he took 2 photos, and I understood afterwards pretty much why, because I looked so nervous in the first picture, but I tried my best to look cool. But you know, if you're gonna combine the happiness with the fact that you want to be cool and happy on the photo at the same time, it doesn't always end up the way you want it to. And I realized that afterwards, maybe it wasn't a good idea, but I think the photos looks cool. I tried to do something different. Obviously that's not working, so I'm pretty much gonna stick to my normal pose. But it was fun to try something new for once, because I wanted to look so cool as they were. You know, they were so cool, so I wanted to look cool as well. Just one of the guys, kind of. I wanted to be just one of the guys in that moment, you know, really. And after he took 2 photos, I was like, is it okay to give gifts? And he was like, yes, it's okay. So I turned myself around over to Len and I gave my drawings. I was like, gifts, presento, something I said like presento, gifto, presento this. And Len said arigato, and the other back behind me was like arigato. And then I twist over to Rena and I gave the little chocolate thing to him. And he was like, oh, arigato, arigato. And then I turned myself around like this. It looked pretty stupid, but I did like this. And I was like, Jin-san, otanyobi omedetou gozaimasu. And he was like, oh, arigato, you know. And I forgot to say that the greeting from my sister, and I forget to say that I was very happy to be there. So I basically forgot the 2 important things, but I managed to get the gifts. I managed to give the gifts to them, and I managed to say happy birthday to Jin. So that's something at least. So I jumped down and I took my camera back. And I probably said arigato again, and they probably said arigato back, you know. But I didn't really look back because I was I was having a blackout, you know. I have never been so nervous before. They didn't sell any checkies either, and as I expect, I already knew kind of that they wouldn't sell any checkies, because I haven't seen any checkies with them from, you know, from this era that is right now. But it was cool, and that was it, and then I had to go home and make this video. So, but I was super happy about this moment, and I would do this again if I had to, and my sister was very jealous about this, because she's coming in like, yeah, she's coming soon to Japan. I'm not gonna say more than that. Some already know, but not all. But this was an amazing moment for me, and I will, as I said, and I will do it again when they come back to Osaka someday. And everything, and it was really worth it, you know, waiting so long for them, especially for Jin. It was cool. They were so peaceful, you know. I was like, oh my god, they're so peaceful, they're so calm. I mean, other York bands are more like woo yay, like Kodomo Dragon and Iggy, and you know, they're like woo woo, but they were very, and they pretty much made me like as well. Usually I'm a little bit more like forward, but I became a little bit more like them. You know, the J-rock bands actually transform you at that moment into the way that they are. You become like one of them during that moment. And when you leave the room, it's like, whew, what just happened? Blackout. During all other in-store events and meet and greets that I've been able to speak more. Even when I met the Gazette, I actually was talking more Japanese. And when I met Anke Fair as well, and all other bands, but when I came to Black Swan, I just got like this. I don't know what happened. I don't know. I'm gonna do a better shot next time for sure. But I was super nervous, and I think that's what actually took over my own mind at that moment. because I was so happy. In fact, I was so happy. So I'm gonna finish off this experience video movie with the Black Swan now, and I'll get back to you soon again because next in-store event is not far away. I'm not gonna say more than that. So I'm gonna show you the stuffs that I have with Black Swan. It's not many stuffs, the stuffs that I actually bought and everything. I'm gonna show you those things after this movie or this clip, as I always do. So guys, to the Black Swan. Black Swan wa minna de mecha mecha daisuki, aishiteru yo. Jin, Itsuki, Makoto, Rena and Len, minna de aishiteru yo. And if you haven't checked them out yet, please do so. I just promise you, they are amazing and they really deserve every fan they can actually get. They need to grow because they have potential. They really do. They are one of these J-rock bands that really need a push up because they are amazing. And that's all for Maza the J-rocker right now. I'll get back to you soon again. Everyone take care. Bye bye. Alright guys, I tried to do this with my other camera, but it didn't turn out very well. So this is the things that I bought to get my instrument tickets. This is a photo set, this is Jin. This is Makoto. This is Itsuki. This is Rena. And this is Len. As well as I bought their new single called Rage, which came in 2 versions. This is A and this is B. And they look pretty creepy in the back because there's 2 faces, as you can see. Scary as I don't know, but that's how Black Swan is. Alright guys, so guys, that's all for now, and Maza will get back to you soon again with another in-store event experience movie. Yeah. Matane! Support the Black Swan! Alright, see you! Bye bye! See you now!